welcome back to Let's Play Trails from Zero. My name's Karsten. I believe we were searching the house, if I remember correctly. District household, for instance, so they enforce small rules like already having to eat breakfast together. It's actually quite obvious that his daughter despises such trivialities. I see. The suffocating nature could very well be the cause of their strained relationship. And despite that, she still adhered to his rule and joined him for breakfast. On my previous section knowledge, I had breakfast with him, of course. And issues with the diet, we have much to deal with at the moment. Proceed with the investigation. I urge you to pursue the matter discreetly, so as to not alert the Imperial faction. The diet meeting and the hay incident this morning was absolutely exhausting. I had even more appointments in the afternoon, so I came to rest at home for a bit. When I did, I couldn't find my daughter or maid anywhere. Just as I was beginning to think something was amiss, I found her note. Seems like she's the defiant type. I didn't have any ideas where she would go. Now that we have information, shall we return to Carlo's room and continue to analyze for further clues? Yeah, good plan, Tia. Alright. How long ago do you think she ran away from home? If it hasn't been too long, our search will be much more difficult if she's gone far. Good question. I know what the representative told us. They probably left this morning, right? Went after breakfast, but long enough for the request, so she was present for breakfast, but she had left by the afternoon. I think it's safe to conclude that she departed sometime in the morning. We should still be able to catch up with her. Still don't know where the hell she ran off to, though. We should ask her friends. Maybe they got a clue for us. I don't think we have time for that. Consider the circumstances, there's definitely a place she would have visited. We initially left this morning without having planned to. Considering that, there's one place in particular she'd likely had to visit first. IBC. She may have gone to the IBC. Makes sense to me. Escapee probably needed some dough for a getaway. IBC would be a pretty typical first stop for running away from home. If she suddenly left, then she wouldn't have had much time to pack. IBC is certainly a possibility. Shall we depart for the IBC then? She may still be there. Yeah, let's get there ASAP. Alright. Excuse me if there's some extra noise in the background. My cat's decided that she wants to play with everything in the room. Let's see. It was there. Nope, not that. Alright, we made it. Man, it always feels like we're stepping into a whole other, much more impressive world when we come here. I presume the representative's runaway daughter may have stopped here. Go inquire with the receptionist? Yes, let's ask Lanfei to see if she knows anything about it. Hello again, Miss Vital. Do you need help with anything? Hi, Lanfei. I'm just here to ask you a quick question. Did a lady by the name of Carla stop by here today? I think she may have been here with a maid. Oh, you're right. Carla did come in earlier. She told me she had urgent business to discuss with Miss Cry. With Belle? Yes, Miss Cry agreed to a meeting, so I directed Carla up to the top floor. This all happened about an hour ago. Do you mind if we go and ask Maribel for some details? Truth be told, we're conducting an investigation. Oh, yes, I think you should be okay to talk to her right now. I believe she's currently in the CEO's office. Thank you very much. Alright, let's get cracking. Okay. Here, right? Is it here? Yeah. I'm so sick of this. Been stuck in meetings all day thanks to those rush buffoons. Fortunately enough, I don't think their little raid will affect our stock prices negatively. I almost want to kick down their door and demand compensation for all the hassle they put me through. Your life never seems to get any easier. You could say that again. Doesn't help the father is who knows how many he's live right now either. But I digress. You need something, Ellie? Judging by the crowd you brought with you, it doesn't seem to be a personal issue. Yes, there's something I need to ask you about. A woman named Carla should have stopped by the IBC earlier today. Did you happen to see her? Carla? Oh yeah, she definitely came here not too long ago. I'm acquainted with her, given that we're both in the upper echelons of society. She claimed she had an emergency and wished to speak with me directly. She proceeded to withdraw every last mirror out of her savings account. Damn, right on the money. Why did she have to speak with you directly for that, Maribel? The receptionist would have been able to handle her request just fine. It has to do with the amount she withdrew. Under normal circumstances, you need to fill out the appropriate paperwork. Today was an exception. As you might well be able to surmise, I'm unable to disclose the exact amount she withdrew. That said, it was in the hundreds of thousands of mirror. That is an exorbitant amount of money. Truth is, Carla's attempting to run away from home. We've been tasked with bringing her back safely. You know where she might have gone, Belle? Oh, well, that would explain her rash behavior. Judging by the amount she withdrew, I would assume she's planning to relocate to a foreign country. It could be it. Is it possible she had a destination in mind? Well, now that I think about it, I recalled a conversation between her and her maid about sightseeing in Gransel. I believe Carla had ordered her maid to make hotel reservations there. Gransel? Isn't that Liberal's capital city? So she's ditching the joint for Liberal. Must have departed for the airport then. We may be able to arrive on time if we proceed with haste. We must notify the airport receptionist. Right, we have to hurry. Sorry to have bothered you. We appreciate your cooperation. See you later, Belle. Sure. Sure know how to keep busy. Alright. Onward to the airport. You can drink water. Airport's actually here, right? Yeah. Excuse me, do you have a moment? We have a bit of an emergency. Oh dear, what is it? You see, an individual by the name of Carla Campbell should have boarded an outgoing flight to Liberal. We were wondering, has that airship finished boarding yet? Is it Carla Campbell? You'll give me a moment, please. I'm terribly sorry, but Carla Campbell was listed as a passenger. Are you positive? Strange, you could have sworn that she would have been on this flight. There's only one flight scheduled today that's headed for Liberal, right? Correct, and it seems it has not departed yet. Pardon me. I knew it. You're the police, aren't you? Wait, aren't you Marcia, one of the maids at Representative Campbell's mansion? Are you the maid that ran away with Carla? Yes, that's right. You see, Lady Carla never intended to go to Liberal in the first place. That was merely a rumor she spread to throw her father off her tracks. Actually, she plans to live in the home of an acquaintance in the Republic. She's going to Calvert. She must have gone to the station then. If you hurry, you might be able to make it there. I'm sorry, my lady has caused so much trouble for everyone. But if at all possible, please bring Lady Carla back home. Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave Crossbell. She's got her reasons for all this, huh? Well, time to roll. I'm gonna bring her back for you, don't you worry. If she's Republic bound, the train will be departing in a matter of minutes. No time to waste then. Thanks, Marcia. You're a big help. Marcia, could you inform the representative what's happened? You can leave bringing Carla back to us. Okay, please, leaving Lady Carla in your hands. Alright, back up this way. What happens if you try to go to the station first? Okay. Hey, what do you have to show here? Okay, I already got that. Maybe you could have a couple of those. What's this do? There's 40% and cures ailments. Ooh. That's really good. Excuse me, I understand you may be in a hurry. Please try to refrain from running on platforms. Okay. I'm sorry, could you give me just a moment, please? Attention all passengers, Please step back from the edge of the platform once the departing train bell rings. For your safety, please refrain from leaning forward as the train passes through, and as always, thank you for your cooperation. Guess we're here. From one train bound to the Republic is now departing. You're not boarding the train, and please step back from the center of the platform. Wait a sec. Is that the train the representative's daughter's supposed to be on? You can still make it. Let's get on. Well. We're in for an adventure, I guess. Get that close. I wonder if we get in trouble for not following protocol. Officers should be allowed to board trains during emergencies, so we don't have to worry about that. However, the problem remains, what do we do now? Plan was to convince Carla to return home, correct? Yeah, we can't ride on this train forever, you know. We still got to drop off those drugs at St. Ursula, ain't that right? It's true. I've not come this far to simply give up. Yeah, I know. Next stop is Altair, located on the western edge of Calvert. Should have about 30 minutes. Until then, let's keep trying to persuade her to come home. Roger. I'm no quitter. Alright, we're just gonna get through to her. Now we just have to persuade her to return home. Odds of her listening to reason still seem slim. Tell me Marcia missed the train. Guess I'm all alone now. Can I handle this? Long time no see, Carla. Ellie, what are you... I mean, what a coincidence running into you here. Are these your friends? Oh, were you planning to spend a day or two in the Republic? Oh, Carla. How should I start this? I don't know if we should start off with that. That's exactly. It'd be fun to see the Republic's National Orchestra with everyone. We accompany each other until we arrive at the Republic capital. I'm so thankful I ran into you, Ellie. Truth be told, I'm feeling a bit down. After all, I'm alone on this giant train, and... Alright, looks like we lowered her guard. Why exactly are you here, Carla? Well, it's a long story. My father is always ordering me around and filling my life with rules and more rules. Once he doesn't even respect himself. And this morning was a perfect example of it. I'll never forgive him for what he did. Which was... Oh, it sounds bad. After breakfast, he walked into my room without knocking. Oh, that's it? Of course it's not just that. What if I was changing? More importantly, Father's the one always lecturing me about how I should always knock. And even though he throws a fit when I forget to do so. This morning, he calmly strode into my room, commanding me to do this and that, attending a dinner party in the evening, and priced into every single small detail of my life. It's like I can't do anything but that. I can relate to how she feels. This is nothing more than a misunderstanding between father and daughter. And how should we handle this? Blaming her would be bad. And your father's in the wrong. I can sympathize with you, Carla. You think so too? I'm leaving home was the right decision. Still, it's the first time I ever left Crossbell. The only reason I decided to go through with this was because Marcia said she'd accompany me. You get the gist of this mess, but she still looks hesitant, right? Never had the strongest heart to begin with. I ran out of the house in a hurry, but with every step she became more and more uneasy. And she should almost be at a breaking point. It's dangerous to go alone. I gotta agree about you. Your maid, probably your maid. Who cares more about her maid? I still hadn't seen Marcia. No, she must have betrayed me, didn't she? Unacceptable. I specifically ordered not to tell anyone. Please calm down, Carla. It's true that Marcia informed us of the situation, but that's only because she's worried sick about your safety. Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave Crossbell. Her words, not mine. She really said that? I'm leaving Carla in your hands. That was her farewell before we made our way to the station to find you. I think it'd be best if you had another talk with your pops. Instead of running away, would it feel better to say what you want to say to his face? you may be right. I started to think that there was no one at my side. Marcia's waiting for me. I don't mind returning home. Everyone, perhaps you could stay with me a bit longer and let me get everything out of my system. Besides, I need to start thinking about what I should say to Father. Sure, we can do that. We should be near our Altair. We still have the ride back. If you want the company, we'll be glad to oblige. 30 minutes later. Finally back. It was a long trip, in more ways than one. I'm sorry for the trouble I've caused. I truly thank you for listening to what I had to say. Please don't worry about it. You used to say we can't handle consultations. You can count on the SSS to lend you an ear whenever you need it. Thank you. How dare you bring me at a time like this, you daft girl? Speak for yourself, Father. If you had tried to come find me yourself, it would have been one thing. You hired other people to do it for you. Excuse me, Lady Carla. My apologies. I was just so terribly worried. Oh, you should be sorry. I'm upset with you too, Marcia. Forgive me. Well, I'm grateful too. I count on you to continue being by my side. Oh, of course, I'd be happy to. Thank heavens. I think I finally made up my mind. I have some conditions, Father. You must knock every time you wish to enter my room. Every time, okay? In addition, you may no longer intrude upon my private life. If you refuse, I'll be hopping right back on that train. I won't look back. Well, you have to stay home and behave yourself for a while first. Are you honoring my request, or are you refusing it? Fine, I don't want to be worried or have another falling out. I accept your terms. This is the power of the something or other section. Time being, allow me to thank you for safely bringing my daughter home. However, not a word of this incident is to escape your lips to anyone. Am I understood? You got it. My lips are sealed, so you can rest easy. Good. We're leaving, Carla. Don't you tell me what to do. Bye, everyone, until we meet again. Can't thank you all enough for what you've done. Please feel free to drop by our house whenever you'd like. We'll welcome you with open arms. Guess that settles that. Even though that took forever. Glad we helped him out. Judging by the conversation, I think we'll work things out. What a relief. Hope you're right. Maybe they'll be able to work out their differences. Anyway, Lloyd, we should get going now. There's still some requests we can finish up today. Yeah, good point. Let's get to it then. Alright. That's that one done. You just step off a train that came from the Republic? You have to make one-day trips out of the state. Must be really busy. We didn't have much choice considering the support request. Well, you're here. Have there been any developments in the raid investigation? Well, actually, I found that not too long ago some really dangerous stuff was smuggled into the state from Arabonia. How dangerous are we talking? Oh, some of those Brentford-made heavy machine guns used in the raid. So very... Raj must have planned the raid well in advance. They were ready. Figures that's how they got those guns. But despite their careful planning, he still managed to drive them into a corner. Exactly. That's what strikes me as odd. For supposedly premeditated raid, the performance was rather lackluster. Need to keep that inconsistency in mind as we continue to investigate. I see the front of your sprite. There we go. The fact that they got their hands on rented company weaponry rubs me the wrong way. How did I rush do it? Not even the CGF were able to buy those heavy machine guns. It was interesting. I just thought they looked like a unique and vaguely familiar sprite, but let's go ahead and report this. How are we doing on time? He's saying as long as I'm here, this place is nigh untouchable. I believe it. Lucky to have you around, Saint. Guess I'll have to reward him with a slab of meat or something after this. Okay, so you have to leave again? Sorry, Kia. Got something to take care of. We'll be back in the evening, okay? Want us to bring you back a souvenir? No, that's okay. All you coming home safe is the best gift I can get. Yeah. My heart. Your smile has pierced my very soul. Grim atmosphere ran away at the first sight of her smile. Huh?
皆さん、
Yes.
それでは報告を受けたまわりますね。さすが皆さんです。報告は以上です。ではまた依頼を
That one's still long. That one's medium. We can probably go ahead and do it though. Actually, I want to see if it shows the. We got 15 plus 9 DP. Cool. Alright, we're going to go ahead and I think take a break here. Hope you have been enjoying. As always, likes and comments are very much appreciated. Subscribe for more if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.